So my daughter is upset about how much I pay my son, right? So I gave her the same job and she couldn't do it. So this has caused a rift in our household. But basically, I have two kids. I have two kids who are both in college. They both have part-time jobs. Me and my wife still allow them to stay at home with us. We pay for their college tuition with no means of looking to recoup anything. We bought them both cars, Hyundai Elantras, which are paid off. We pay their insurance. Basically, we take care of our church. We take care of everything financially, except for their own personal spending money. Now, we're not rich or anything, but we're pretty well off, partly because I own a construction company. Now, my daughter works. She works. They both have part-time jobs. She works as a cashier. Most of the time, she's just standing at the self-checkout line, but she works there. She makes about $15 an hour. My son, he works with me at my construction company. Lately, we've been working on roofs, and with the roofs, what he has to do is take off the shingles, help with making the roof level that where we can put back the shingles on. He has the task of carrying the shingles up the ladder, giving them to the workers, and carrying nails, transporting materials. So that's what he does. He takes the shingles off, throw them in the trash, cleans it up, and transport materials. It's a hard job. It's a hard and dangerous job. So I pay him about $25 an hour. Now, recently, my son had bought his girlfriend a new iPhone. And he also was talking about some expensive date he was going to take her on, which is at some fancy restaurant. So when him and my daughter was talking about it, she inquired on where he was making all that money. And he told her, well, I work with dad and I make about $25 an hour. Now, my daughter has never showed any interest in what we do or wanting to work with us or none of that. But once she caught wind of how much he was making, it basically started a week-long argument at the house. Basically her saying that it's not fair that my son makes so much more money than her. It's not fair. So I told her, look, you can make the same amount of money as him. How about you come to work with us and you do the same job and I'll pay you the same amount, right? She came to work, complained the whole time. Shingles were too heavy. Shingles were too dirty. It was too hot outside. She just complained the whole time and didn't even finish out the day. She didn't even finish out the day, right? So when we got back home, she said that I should just make up the difference in what they're getting paid. I should just cover the difference, right? My wife even told me that I should make an easier job for her. That way I can pay her. Like her just picking up the shingles that Mr. Trash can and throwing it in the trash. I said, that's not a hard job. That's not more than a minimum wage job. I'm not going to pay her $25 an hour just for her to pick up some shingles that Mr. Trash can. I'm not doing that. My wife then got mad at me. My daughter is mad at me. They both have stopped talking to me. Now, I really want to keep my foot down on this situation. But yesterday when we got home, my wife went out of her way to eat with my daughter before me and my son got home. And she went to bed without even speaking to me. Mind you, we get home at 6 p.m. So they ate dinner without us before 6 p.m. And she didn't speak to me for the whole day. So I really don't want my wife to be mad at me. But I do want to keep my foot down on this situation because I feel like I've done a lot for my daughter and even gave her the opportunity to work the same job. And this is just like blatant disrespect. This is just a slap in the face. So I don't want my wife to be mad. However, I just don't feel that it's right that I should have to cover the difference when I gave her the opportunity to do the same job, but she just doesn't want to do it. She just wants to complain. So I need a little advice on how I can handle this situation.